Stop number 30 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to the final nighttime race of the season, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Charlotte, North Carolina, as we're here today for the running of the always exciting Mello Yello 500. And with the way the finishes of the race, the last few races have ended up in this series, don't be surprised if we see another bizarre one here today. But anyway, we've been having some. But anyway, we've been having some great racing the last few races of the season, and we are here. We're expecting another good one here today. Stop number 30 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the final nighttime race of the season, as we are set for the running of the always exciting Mello Yello 500. As we have got 40 laps of racing here today. It's 20 laps less than what we had in the Coca-Cola 600, which was earlier in the season, obviously. But here we are. But the championship battle for the championship still rages on here, and this is usually the turning point because you don't know who in the points there finishes up there or who finishes back there. Let's put it that way here. The racing is so fast, furious, and intense on this track here. You never know what's going to happen, and this track has also had a history for first-time underdog winners in this series, so anybody here has got a shot to pull one off here today. So that said, here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole is number 88, Keith Batson, the Ford Quality Care Services Ford. He's alongside number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Lite Dodge. Batson, of course, would like to vindicate himself from that devastating loss he had at North Wilkesboro, the last race on the tour. He does have a Talladega win this season, however, so he's not skunked in the points. Dylan Young's won 3 times so far this season, and as well too. Second row is number 18, Nathan Orman in the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. He's alongside number 40, Phil Parker. Here Orman's won twice this season so far. Parker yet to win one. Third row has number 97, Jesse Turner, another 2-time winner this season so far, and 4-time series winner, Jessica Shelton. And 4-time winner this season, Jessica Shelton, and number 17, DeWalt Tools Ford. Fourth row, has number 24, Charles Sanford, 2-time winner this season so far, and beside him, 33, Daniel Bouchard, his best finish this season, a second at coming at Richmond. Going to row number 5 is Laura Chung in 38, and number 16, John Andrews. Sixth row has number 25, James Henry in the Michael Holligan Chevrolet, and number 20, Joshua Osborne, the winner at the Southern 500 at Darlington. Going to row number 7 has number 22, Dylan Poteet, who's another 4-time winner season so far. He won that race at North Wilkesboro, by the way, that Batson had the race won until crashing into a lap car and sent him on the pit road with coming to the white flag. And beside Dylan Young, beside Poteet, I should say, the point zero will be number 42, Kyle Matthews, who's been so close the last few races, just still cannot win one this season. Next row has number 5, Seth Cole, a winner at Richmond this season, and beside him is Quentin Moore in 55, who won the second race at Talladega this season. Next row down has car number 99, Levi McIntyre, winner at Dover, and beside him, number 4, William Brocka, 3-time winner season so far. Next row down has number 10, Matt McIntyre, and number 32, Zachary Fitzwater, who won the second Martinsville race. Next row down has the winner at the second Richmond race, that's number 43, Mike Becker, and Cole Deaver sits alongside. Next row, Trent Dunham in 26, and number 6, Ryan George. Then it's number 15, Allison Rain. She's alongside number 31, James Sykes. Next row down has number 28, Kat Batson, and number 48, Paul Minnick. Then it's number 7, Alexander Rowe, and beside him, number 19, Ryan Brommer. Next row down has car number 11, Samant Oscon, and number 71, Gabby Conklin. Then it's number 12, Zach Winkle, and number 44, Tito McCoy. Next row down after that would be car number 1, Clint Buchanan, and number 21, or number 41, I should say, Wes McCoy. Then it's number 8, Amanda Evans, and number 21, Roberto Crown Jr. Starting shotgun field will be Ryan Butcher in 29, and 45, Christian Vargas. So that's your starting lineup for today's race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. in the Mello Yello 500, and we have had, like I said, we've had some pretty bizarre finishes the last few races, so I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte ends up having one too. You know, nothing will surprise me. First, we had the top two finishers wreck on the cool down lap at Darlington, and then we've had a another bumper to bumper finish at Dover. We had we've had everything. So here's the starting line. Here's the command to fire them up.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
What I'm trying to say here is whatever happens to Charlotte, it's not going to surprise me. Let's put it that way. Here's the field. As the field rolls up a pit road for the pace up back for the start of the race right after this. Through turns number 3 and 4 they go here as we're about to get the green flag for the start of the Mello Yello 500 Charlotte. Keith Batson and Dylan Young has the front row here, a Ford and a Dodge on the outside. As they come out the fourth corner, it'll be the pace car makes its way on the pit road, and the green flag's about to fly, and the Mello Yello 500 is underway here at Charlotte. Keith Batson leads them through turns 1 and 2. Nathan Foreman in second position as they come out the second corner now. Despite the devastating losses he had at North Wilkesboro, Batson moved up a couple spots in the point standings. So coming out of that race, so Poteet, by the way, as I mentioned, extended his points lead coming out of that race. Batson leads the first lap of this race here. Jesse Turner moves inside for second place on Foreman. He's got Charles Sanford in the 24 behind him in the DuPont Chevrolet. Into the third turn they come here. Turner tries to move inside. Here they come off the fourth corner now. And now Laura Chung in the 38 car moves inside, and here comes Turner for the lead on Batson through turn number 1. And he's got the lead in the first turn now. Sanford to second position. Here comes number 38, Laura Chung, with the 25 of James Henry behind him. And right there behind the top two drivers in the points, Dylan Poteet and Seth Cole. And you know those two want to try to get there, try to at least lead a lap here in today's race. Way the points work here, if you lead a lap, you get 5 bonus points. And then if you get 5 bonus points for leading the lap, and you get 5 additional bonus points if you're the driver who leads the most laps in this race, or in any given race. And those bonus points do add up as far as over the course of the season. And you know, Poteet and Seth would like to at least get those 10 bonus points they would like, though, for leading the most laps in this event here today. And it's close to points battle is between those two drivers here, and both of them are going for their second championship. I would imagine too. I also say too. Seth won his championship more recently in season 28. But Dylan, as I mentioned, won his championship way back in the very first season. So it's been and Poteet has since finished a few seasons in the top 5 in the points chase, but has not really contended for the championship since that title. And Poteet with that with the same sponsorship he had when he won his first championship, and that was, of course, Caterpillar, except it was number 31 and on a Chevy, not the number 22 and on a Dodge. So he'd like to give Dodge its first championship this season as well, too. Seth Cole has the lead, but here comes Levi McIntyre, number 99. And Poteet, by the way, did lead the lap, but did lead the last time by. So he got his 5 bonus points. Seth Cole tried to, but didn't quite get it, and lost out to Levi McIntyre, who leads that last time by. But he now loses the lead to another McIntyre, no relation, Matt McIntyre, number 10. Who's been having some good runs the last few races himself, though, and he, like Kyle Matthews, still yet to find the key to victory lane. But here comes off turn number 4. And off turn number 4 to come. Here comes that number 17, Jessica Shelton. As she moves inside, and Jess will take the lead on that lap. She has a win at Charlotte, though, but it was in a non-points all-star race, so, but she has yet to win a points-paying event at Charlotte. She's been close a couple times to that, though, including the 600, where she finished second to Dylan Poteet in that race. As Trent Dunham has the lead, but well, at least had the lead, but here comes Allison Rain to the inside, and she'll lead that lap over Dunham. Again, that's the driver who was formerly known as Johnny Gardner. And Allison leads that lap here. Here he comes through turns off turn number 2. Here comes number 28. That is Kat Badson, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Got Quentin Moore behind him, as well as the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. And we mentioned Quentin. We mentioned drivers we mentioned this race has been known for upset winners and underdog winners. Well, there are some guys who are strong candidates in the field that can look to upset the delicate apple cart that is the series. And drivers like Zach Winkle, Alexander Rowe, Ryan George, Ryan Brommer, several others in the field, they are prime candidates to pull one off here today. And some of those drivers I've named off have won in the series before, but whereas guys like Brommer and Rowe and several others have never won in this series. Quentin Moore leads that lap here as they come across the start finish line. Here comes Ryan George to the left side, one of the drivers that is a driver out of Kev Shearer Racing. As they come off the second corner now, Ryan has the top spot now. But here comes another Ryan Brommer, number 19, and he's got Samant Ozcon behind him in the number 11 machine. Ozcon now moves to the inside lane here, looks to lead that lap. No, he does not. Ryan Brommer led the last time by, but here they come through turn number 1, and he's got another surprise there. Clint Buchanan in the 20 number 1 car. Pennzoil Chevrolet, and he looked to the inside, but nope, Danny Bouchard in the 33 car. He moves inside, it's going to take the position away. Jesse Turner right there behind him. James Henry, there's another strong candidate to look and maybe get his first victory, maybe pull off an upset winner here. James Henry in 25, where he's had some superb runs over the course of this season in Michael Holligan Chevrolet. Got a couple of top 5s, a few top 10 finishes here and there. So James Henry looks to be a strong candidate to get that first victory here tonight. And there's a few more surprises. Ryan Butcher in the 29 car, and another driver whose only Charlotte win came in the All-Star race here. Talking about the 41 car, Wes McCoy. He won the All-Star race last season. And this season hasn't really done much in that Target Dodge, but he's always present. So, but James Henry takes the lead now. Here comes Ryan Butcher in the 29 car. Not really enough here. He moves inside lane off turn number 4. He'll fall in behind James Henry in the 25 car, and he'll lead his first lap of the race. And that's what 180 miles an hour looks like. They're zooming by here on this new shot. James Henry pulls ahead for the time being. Now here comes Roberto Crown Jr. in 21 car. Roberto has finished the season with a 6th, that coming at, I believe that came at Bristol, the night race there, and he finished 6th in that event. It was as always, it was a wild and crazy event, as it always is at Bristol, but stayed out of trouble the whole race, and he ended up with a top 10 finish. And I think this is only top 10 of the season. It's the only driver who left in this series who has not scored a top 10 has been Amanda Evans in the 8 car. She's been the only, Amanda's the only driver who's not finished top 10 this season in a race. And James Henry leads his 3rd lap of the race here, and here comes number 44, Tito McCoy in the Georgia Pacific Papers Dodge. He'll bring Paul Minnick with him, and Cole Deaver in the 3 car. Winner this season at Watkins Glen. And he'll push the 48 up to the top spot now. Paul Minnick in the low Chevrolet goes to the top spot now. Deaver second place. Up to third now. Trying for third is Laura Chung. And here comes Deaver to the inside. And he looks to lead his first lap. And that will not happen. By about a bumper, it is Minnick who leads that lap. Chung moves back inside of Deaver, but that's not going to work for the time being as they come up the backstretch now. Gabby Conklin, number 71, looks inside. Nothing there, and falls back in line. Here they come off turn number 4. Phil Parker up to third position. Charles Sanford now trying for 5th. And Chung leads that lap. No, she does not. Deaver in the 3 car led that time by. Almost 20 laps, almost halfway home in this race here at Charlotte, and we are almost halfway home here at Charlotte is what I'm trying to say. Averaging almost 184 miles per hour as they come up the 4th turn now. Let's see what the average is this time by. As we're 20 laps in the books and 20 laps to go here at Charlotte in this fast-paced Mello Yello 500. That speed shot clocked at 185 miles an hour to turn number 1. Down the inside, here comes the pole sitter, Keith Batson, car number 88 to the low side of Charles Sanford for the top spot. And Keith will take the top spot away. And here comes Dylan Poteet. He's already led a lap so far here today, and now Batson leads his lap. Poteet's got Kyle Matthews behind him, Ryan Brommer in the 19, and James Sykes in the 31 car. Brommer and Sykes, that's 2 other drivers who's not yet won in their career in this series. Matthews has not yet won this season. As hard as that is to believe, he has gone winless in the series before, but it's not been a couple of seasons, I think, since he last went winless. And Matthews leads his first lap of the race in number 42 in the Haviland Dodge. But here comes Brommer in the 31 machine. He'll move to the inside lane. And he'll take position away. Off the 4th turn they come here. Brommer takes the number 19 Dodge Dealers Dodge, the Evernham Motorsports car, up to the top spot now. But here comes Sykes. Nope, does not lead that lap here, but here they come in at turn number 1. Zachary Fitzwater behind. He has a win this season. That came at the night race at Martinsville. As I mentioned, shocked the world, I guess you might say, in that race. Here, but you really can't say shocked the world at Martinsville because Fitzwater has had a really good run this season so far. He's coming top 10 in the standings coming in this event. So this is really the best season Fitzwater has enjoyed in the Castrol GTX Cup Series here in Simpson. Looks to get a top 10 finish in the points this season, and it tied Pontiac. And that win at Martinsville finish was definitely one of the highlights of his season so far. Dylan Young now is lead, but here comes number 4, William Brock, and that car has been really fast this season as well too. Won the Brickyard 450 with it, along with 2 other races, Bristol and Pocono. As I mentioned, he'll have that same number and sponsor next season for the series. Down the inside comes number 18, Nathan Ormond. And Ormond who's won twice this season. He's had a career year in this series. I don't think he's out. In fact, Ormond's not really out of the conversation for the championship as well neither. He's third or 4th in the points coming in. But Ormond would like to really improve his shot at the championship at this race here after this race. And that was close to the line. Who led that lap? I think it was Shelton. Yes, it was. In the 17 car, she leads her lap in this race. Actually, it's the second lap she led. Actually, she led once before this race. Mike Becker, winner this season at Richmond. He now takes the lead, but here comes number 10. That's Matt McIntyre in the Valvoline Pontiac. He'll take the lead. Here comes Trent Dunham in 26 to the inside. Trent, who won the pole at North Wilkesboro, the last race in the tour, but fell back like a rock, I guess you might say, in that race. But Dunham, he's had fast cars all season long, but he's had a rugged season so far in that number 26 Crown Royal Ford. Would like to improve on it. Would like to improve big time next season, obviously. And Dunham is a former series champion as well. That in season 17 when he won that title. And he almost did that without winning a race there, except he did win the finale at Homestead, and that was his only victory of that season. Paul Minnick now has the top spot now, number 48. Here comes Allison Ray with 15 car to the low side. 29 laps in the books this time, but it'll be down to 11 laps remaining here at Charlotte. Quentin Moore to the inside lane. Rain leads that lap. And he's got Charles Sanford, 24, behind him in the DuPont Chevrolet. He peeks inside of Quentin Moore to come off the second turn. Charles gets around the inside lane. He's got the help from the number 12 car of Zach Winkle in the Alltel Dodge. Off the 4 turn it comes. Cement Oscom's behind him, and here comes number 5. That's Seth Cole. 10 laps remaining in the Mello 500. Oscon looks inside lane on the 12 car, and here comes Cement to the low side. Oh, is he going to stick? Are they going to stick Winkle up in the middle? Winkle jumps in front of Charles Sanford. I thought there were going to be 3 wide on that 4 turn. That would not have been a smart move. Cement Oscon leads that lap here, and Seth Cole now looks to the inside. Can he hold on to lead his lap this race? He's not yet led. And Dylan Poteet has led a lap this race so far. So Seth would like to neutralize those points here, but nope. Here comes Levi McIntyre to the low side. He's going to spoil that plan right now as he comes through off to number 4. He's got Joshua Osborne behind him in the 20 car. Levi and Joshua both looking for their second victory of the season. As we mentioned, Levi won Dover, Joshua won Darlington. And that Darlington race, that was the one I mentioned that the top 2 cars crashed at the cooldown lap of all the bizarre stuff that's happened in this series ever. Joshua won race and then got wrecked by Jesse Turner going into turn number 1 on the cooldown lap and sent both cars hard into the wall. Joshua came away with a little bit of damage, but not as much as Turner did. Jesse Turner moves inside, or actually not Jesse Turner, but John Andrews led the last time by. But here comes Dylan Young, and he's got Tito McCoy, Clint Buchanan, and Ryan Butcher, and the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. McCoy falls in behind Dylan Young, but here comes Clint Buchanan in the 1 car to the low side. He's got the position. Seeing all those cars in the inside lane there, we may have a surprise winner here. Looks like. Dylan Young holding on to that lead would be down to 5 laps to go this time by. Ryan Butcher moves inside the 29 car. 35 down, 5 to go here at Charlotte. Now Alexander Rowe dives to the inside lane. Alexander Rowe like to get his first victory in this series. On this track, though, there's been versions done so. And the last first time winner I can remember in the Mello 500. The last driver I can remember in a series that getting his first ever win at this event was Alex Miller in season 25. Miller's not racing this season though, but he's the driver who's since picked up about 3 more wins after that, including 2 last season. Now Ryan George goes to talk about Bill Parker. He's been close a couple times to a win. Can he pull one off here? Allison Rain behind him, the 41 car of Wes McCoy. Can he upset the delicate apple cart? Parker to the top spot now. Rain to second position. Here comes McCoy. Jesse Turner behind him, as well as the 33 car of Daniel Bouchard. Off the 4 turn, we're coming down for 2 laps to go this time by. Jesse Turner down the low side. He's going to spoil the party for Wes McCoy. And Allison Rain, car 15, and Hot Chevrolet comes to the top spot now. Here they come to the back stretch now. Turner looks inside now. The 97 car. Does he make the move on Allison Rain? They come off turn number 4 now. It'll be the white flag. 1 lap remaining in the Mello Yello 500. Here comes Daniel Bouchard to the low side. Bouchard makes the move to the inside lane. James Henry right behind him. Kyle Matthews in the 42 car. Here they come on the second turn. Daniel Bouchard down the backstretch. James Henry giving him a shove now as they head through turns number 3 and 4. Here, Henry looks to the inside of Bouchard off the 4th turn. Bouchard leaves the high lane open. James Henry makes a ditch effort to the inside. Not gonna do it. Daniel Bouchard gets his first victory of the season as he wins the Mello Yello 500 at Charlotte. Daniel Bouchard, the number 33 Oakwood home Chevrolet, goes to the victory lane for the first time this season. James Henry comes home 2nd. 3rd will go to Kyle Matthews. 4th to Allison Rain. Laura Chung finishes 5th. Jesse Turner 6th. Paul Minnick 7th. 8th, Phil Parker. 9th, Quentin Moore. And Wes McCoy comes home in 10th. Caution free, averaging 183.832 miles per hour. And what a race that was here at Charlotte, as we're 30 races in the season and 4 races left to go. Points will be distributed at the end, or 3 races I should say, 3 races left to go this season I should say. Points will be distributed at the end of this video. It'll be interesting to see how it looks like now coming out of this race at Charlotte. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Zachary Fitzwater comes on 11th, 12th to Ryan George, Dylan Young 13th, Nathan Orman 14th, Jessica Shelton 15th, Alexander Rose 16th, Matt McIntyre 17th, Ryan Butcher 18th, Clint Buchanan 19th, Zach Winkle 20th, 21st will go to Tito McCoy, Cement Oscon 22nd, 23rd will go to John Andrews, Trent Dunham 24th, Joshua Osborne with the 25th place finish, 26th Levi McIntyre, Amanda Evans 27th, Dylan Poteet, the points leader, comes on 28th, Mike Becker 29th, Seth Cole, another driver who second place in the points, he ends up finishing 30th. Then Cole Deaver, Charles Stamper, Ryan Brommer, Keith Batson, the pole sitter, 34th. Then James Sykes, Kat Batson, Gabby Conklin, William Brock, Roberto Crown Jr., and Christian Vargas was the last of the finishers here today. But what a finish that was, and congratulations once again to Daniel Bouchard, his first victory of the season. Margin of victory, 49 thousandths of a second between he and James Henry, and James Henry got really close to becoming the first driver to ever win, the first ever winner in this series, though. And by the way, for those of you keeping the score at home, that is the 16th different winner this season. I think that's 16th. No, 17th different winner this season, I should say. It's 17th different winner this season. Fitzwater became the 16th at Martinsville. But anyway, but a big victory for Daniel Bouchard as he wins here today at the Mello Yello 500 at Charlotte. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on Seth's future seasons of Seth's Duracell Cup Series, then be sure to get with Seth, and he'll get you going. And and also be sure to check out our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline, including the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series from channel X8675309858X. That's Dylan Young's channel. Be sure to subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff, and also be sure to subscribe also to Thrash Maniac 99 for some cool stuff. He's the guy who does the NNSCRA Marble Studios Cup Series. So that will do it. So that will do it here today. For now, this is James Qualls. This is member production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Rockingham for the AC Delco 400.